Hello, good morning to one and all. So myself Santosh Kumar, working as a lecturer at Government Polytechnic, Aurad, Bidar district. So today I am presenting a class on the content ozone depletion. So which is covered under the subject environmental sustainability of Unit 1 to the first semester students. So this ozone layer, it is present in the atmosphere up to a distance of 60 kilometer with a concentration of 1 in 10,000 up to 20 to 25 kilometer area in the stratosphere region of the our earth surface. So this ozone layer, so it is made up of three molecules of the oxygen, O3. So this O3, it is referred as a ozone, which is formed by three molecules of the oxygen. So this ozone layer, which is present in the stratosphere region, so it will act as a umbrella against the harmful ultraviolet B radiations released from the sun reaching the earth. So this umbrella, it will act as a filter by absorbing the harmful radiations released from the sun. Since 1970, there are two events were closely observed. A steady lowering or slowly lowering of the ozone layer, nearly 4% of its volume, and much larger springtime decreased in the polar region. So this phenomena, it is known as an ozone hole, and this ozone hole, it is closely observed in the 1970s. So the main definition for the ozone hole is, so it is a gradual thinning of the ozone layer over a particular area. The main cause for the ozone depletion and ozone hole is due to the manufactured chemicals such as this chlorofluorocarbons, CFCs, hydrofluorocarbons, and halogens, which are released from the refrigerants, solvents, or propellants, and other flow blowing agents. And these chemicals together, so it is referred as an ozone depleting substances. Because of these harmful chemicals, the ozone layer, it is slowly thinning or gradually depleting. So normally when this ozone depleting substances, when they are released into the atmosphere, so they will reach the stratospheric region, and in the stratosphere they reacts with the ozone layer and break down these three molecules of the oxygen into the two molecules and convert into the oxygen O2. So thereby depleting the ozone layer or by reducing the concentration of the ozone layer. This ozone depletion or gradual thinning of the Earth's ozone layer in the upper atmosphere, it is caused by the release of certain chemical compounds such as gasoline, chlorine, or bromine from the industries or other human activities. So just now I told you the substances such as that ozone reducing substances. Because of this ODS, only the ozone layer, it is gradually thinning. So for that reason, we have to control the use of this widely used refrigerants or solvents or propellants. So they release the harmful chemicals or harmful substances into the atmosphere, so thereby thinning the ozone layer. because ozone layer, it will act as a filter media or umbrella, and it will protect our Earth's surface from the harmful radiations released from the sun. So for that reason, we have to be control over the use of these harmful chemicals. So the main causes for the this ozone depletion is the chlorofluorocarbons, CFCs, comma, halogens, and other chemical compounds which will deplete the ozone layer. And it is observed that a single molecule of chlorofluorocarbon can destroy 10,000 of ozone molecules, and 1% reduction in the ozone will cause nearly 6% increase in the skin cancer. So this without ozone layer, the human life will not be survive on the earth surface. When this ozone layer get depleted or when gradually thinned, so that ultraviolet, that B type radiations, they will directly reach the earth surface, causing a various diseases to the humans. For example, skin cancer or some other type. So it will cause a health hazards, and without that ozone layer also, the life will not be exist on the earth surface. So for that reason, we have to be in control while using this CFCs or halogens or some other ozone reducing substances. This CFCs and halogens, so the breakdown into the chemical bromine and other chemical and destroy the ozone layers. And these chemicals which are found in the cleaning agents as aerosols, insulating foams, and refrigerants. So that should we have a control over these chemicals. Main the effects of the ozone layer just we are discussed. This ozone layer has a very adverse effect on the atmosphere. See, just you go through this diagram. So there, so some dark hole it is marked. So that dark hole marked area, it is called as an ozone hole. So ozone hole is nothing but it is a gradual thinning of the ozone layer, and this gradual thinning of the ozone layer, it is observed in the uh, Antarctica areas or in the polar regions. The main effects of the ozone layer just we are discussed are the increase in the ultraviolet B type radiation means a higher risk of skin cancer, eye cataracts, and blindness. So when this ultraviolet radiations, B type radiations will when reach the earth surface, so it will cause the skin cancer, even cause the eye cataracts, even permanent blindness to the human beings. So for that reason, so we have to be in very cautious regarding the use of those products which are releasing the toxic substances such as refrigerator. So every house is now have the refrigerator. So anyway, we have some benefits of the refrigerator. Along with that, it have various disadvantages. Second one, it damages the immune system. So that ultraviolet radiations or ultraviolet radiation released from the sun, so it will damages our immune system. So means, so what are all this indicates that we can't survive without the ozone layer. So ozone layer itself, it is protecting us from the sun. And third one is disturbance in the ecosystem. So this ozone layer depletion is also affecting the ecosystem, because when it affects one category of the living organisms means, so definitely it will imbalance the ecosystem. Second, effect on the crop yield, especially that of the timber. So the crop yield of the timber, it is gradually get reduced due to these radiations. And when this ozone layer depletion takes place, the life of the plant and plastics also get reduced in the atmosphere. Okay, so with this I will stop my presentation on the ozone layer depletion. So these contents I taken up from the book Water Supply and Sanitary Engineering by Rangwala and S.C. Sharma and M.P. Punia, Environmental Studies, Khanna Publications, New Delhi. So now we will discuss some of the important multiple choice questions on the ozone layer depletion, which we covered just right now. First one. So which of the following UV radiations is responsible for causing the sunburns and skin cancer? Ultraviolet A type, ultraviolet B type, ultraviolet C type, and all of the above mentioned. So just now I told you that ultraviolet B type radiations will cause the skin burns or sunburns or skin cancer to the human beings. So the answer is B, ultraviolet B type radiation. Second question. So which of the following chemicals are responsible for depleting the stratospheric ozone layer? So once again I am reading the question. Which of the following chemicals are responsible for depletion of the stratospheric ozone layer? A. Refrigerants, B. Aerosols, C. Foam blowing agents, and fourth one is all of the above. So the answer one is all of the above, because the refrigerant releases this chlorofluorocarbons, aerosols releases the CFCs, and that foam blowing agent releases the chlorines or bromines. So like that, all are responsible for the depletion of the ozone layer. So for that reason, the answer is D, all the above. And next one is third question. The long-term UV B type radiations are important for vitamin D for the production of skin. The statement it is true or false. Just carefully go through the question. So it is long-term ultraviolet B radiations are important for the vitamin D for the production of skin. So this statement is correct, because this ultraviolet B type radiations for the okay, so this long-term ultraviolet B type radiations will cause the or which have the this vitamin D type the production of the skin. So the statement it is true, A. Fourth one. In which region of the ozone found at its maximum level in the northern hemisphere? So just carefully go through the question. In which season is the ozone found at its maximum level in the northern hemisphere? A option winter, B summer, C spring, fourth one is autumn. So the answer is usually spring season, during the spring season. So normally just I told you regarding the ozone layer. So so some events were closely observed where there is a gradually uh, lowering the ozone layer nearly 4% of its total volume, and there is a complete disappearance of the long winter season in the polar regions during that such activity. So that is called as an ozone hole. So normally this ozone hole, it will be formed during the this spring seasons. So the answer is third one is spring. And next one, between the between what altitude ozone layer found at higher concentration. So I am repeating the question. Between what alternate between what altitude ozone layer found at higher concentrations? A 10 to 20 kilometer, B 20 to 40 kilometer, C 40 to 55, D 55 to 70 kilometer. See that ozone layer, so it is formed by the three molecules of the oxygen which is present from the stratosphere to the up to 70 kilometer. But the higher concentration of the ozone layer, it is present in the stratospheric region. The higher concentration of the ozone layer, it is present in the stratosphere region, which is present up to a distance of nearly 25 kilometer from the earth surface. So the answer for this question, it is 20 to 40 kilometer. So it should not be confused that ozone layer is present within this atmosphere only, but well above the 40 kilometer also this ozone layer it is present, but their concentration it is very less. So next question, which products contain ozone depleting substances? Once again I am repeating the question, which products contain ozone depleting substances? A motorbike, second car with AC, third one is spray, fourth one is oven, fifth one is refrigerators, sixth one is pesticides, seventh is fire extinguishers. The options. So there are totally 7 options were given. Which product contain ozone depleting substances? This motorbike, so it will releases the carbon monoxide. Car with AC, so AC, so this all AC also releases the this harmful chlorofluorocarbon CFCs. And third one is sprays. Third one is spray. So this spray is also releases the certain that chlorine and bromine. Oven no, and refrigerants. So this refrigerators will releases the chlorofluorocarbons. Chlorofluorocarbons. So so this is also a right choice. And last one is fire extinguishers. So this fire extinguisher will also have certain harmful chemicals which deplete the ozone layer. So the option one is C, that is car with AC, oven, refrigerators, pesticides and fire extinguishers. So the correct option is C. So next, so when was the first ozone hole is discovered? When was first ozone hole is discovered? The ozone hole it is discovered in 1970s. So ozone hole is nothing but usually it is a gradual thinning of the ozone layer over a particular area. So that is called as ozone hole. So this in that ozone hole nearly the thickness of the ozone hole it is somewhat lesser as compared to the other areas, and it is observed in the over the Antarctica areas. In which sphere ozone layer depletion is found? In which sphere ozone layer depletion is found? The options are ionosphere, stratosphere, lithosphere, and third one is none of these. So just to go, I told you this ozone layer it is found in the stratosphere region. So this just you go through this figure. So this outer layer, so this stratosphere region, so totally it consisting of this stratosphere, it is an troposphere, this ozone layer. So this dark blue color, so it will indicate the ozone layer which is present in the stratospheric region. Okay, so the answer for this question is this ozone layer it is found in the stratospheric region. The answer is B, it is stratosphere. And the next one is depletion in the ozone layer is caused by A, carbon dioxide, B, nitrous oxide, C, methane, D, chlorofluorocarbons. So the depletion of the ozone it is caused by the chlorofluorocarbon. It is called as CFCs, ozone reducing substances, ORS. So this chlorofluorocarbons it is extensively released by the ACs in the cars, even refrigerators utilized in the homes. Now, so normally this refrigerator and car we are using, so which is releasing a very harmful chemicals. So the use of the this substances are the products which releases the chlorofluorocarbons, even hydrofluorocarbons have to be limited. So otherwise it will be a very serious issue, because without ozone layer we can't survive on the earth surface. So when you come sort of comfortness, so when you come out of certain comfortness, we can limit the use of this ACs and refrigerators. So we should use such a products which are benefit for us also, and it should benefit to our atmosphere also, because without that atmosphere also we can't survive. So for that reason the use of these substances which are releasing the toxic chemicals into the atmosphere have to be limited, because it is causing a various serious issues. Nowadays the various countries, unions, so they are very serious regarding the release of these substances which are depleting the ozone layer. So now there are various researches going on the study of this ozone, how to prevent the this depletion of the ozone layer. So when we control the use of these certain chemicals, so automatically the ozone layer has got a healing capacity. So like water has got a self-cleaning capacity, in the same way the ozone layer is also has got a self-healing capacity. So automatically the ozone layer get healed when we avoid use of the substances which are releasing these toxic CFCs or HFCs and halogens. And last one, the ozone can be destroyed by the following free radicals: chlorine radical, hydroxyl radical, nitric oxide, and all of these. So this ozone layer, it is depleted by the chlorine as well as bromines, hydroxides, nitric oxides. So like that, all these chemicals which will destroy our ozone layer. So for that reason, we have to be limit over the use of this uh, toxic releasing chemicals, because without ozone layer human life, we can't imagine the life of the humans on the earth, because it has already various side effects. So when naturally we have a filter, then we should not be disturbed to the that filter, because these chemicals such as this chlorofluorocarbon, hydrofluorocarbons, and halogens, so directly they are released into the atmosphere, and they reacts with the chemicals which are or they reacts with the chemicals which are present in the ozone and convert into the oxygen molecules. That O3 is nothing but it is an ozone layer. So that ozone layer, it is break down by these chemical substances into the oxygen, so thereby gradually thinning the ozone layer. So for that reason, the use of these toxic chemicals should be avoided. So when we avoid such toxic substances releasing the toxic chemicals, automatically the ozone layer get healed. And just now I told you, it will act as an umbrella against the harmful UV radiations released from the sun. So when we control the use of this CFCs or HFCs, so automatically the depletion of the ozone layer, it is get controlled, or automatically it will healed selfly, or it is self-healing. Okay, so with this presentation, I will close, and once again I will repeat that ozone layer, it is very important from our life point of view. So without ozone layer, the we can't imagine our life on the earth surface, because it have various serious issues on our health. So just I told you the side effects of the ozone layer. So this ozone layer, so when this ozone layer get thinned, or when the thickness of the ozone reduced considerably, so that ultraviolet B type radiations directly they will reach to the atmosphere without filtering. So when they directly fall on our skin, so it will cause the sunburns or skin burns, even skin cancer. So when it causes such a diseases, then it will entirely affect our human immune system, and also it will reduce the yield of the plants or yield of the trees, because automatically it will leads to the deforestation. So for that reason, the use of this toxic chemicals which are releasing the CFCs have to be controlled. Otherwise, we can't expect a life on the earth surface. So like that it have various diseases or the life of the certain products such as plastics and polymers, it is get reduced considerably. So when the ozone layer is depleted and those radiations directly reaching the earth's surface, it will reduce the life of that products. Even yield of the plant is also considerably get reduced. So with this I will stop my presentation. And if you have any doubts regarding the contents which I covered, and I am expecting your suggestions also, so you can send your suggestions or any clarification you want regarding the content to that our learning management team lms.dtek@gmail.com. Okay, thank you.